There he is. What's up, Tyron? How are
What's
you?
up, my man? I'm doing good. How you doing?
This is good. This helps my anxiety. The last time you were on, you were like moving. There's tons of people talking to you. You're on a set. I don't know where you were. There's a lot going on.
And I had a busted up phone too. Like
yes,
my phone's all shattered.
Yes.
So it's like a double glare.
Okay.
I got a new phone yesterday because I was like, you know what? I'm not going back on the MMA Hour with a busted up phone again. Man, all that damn money in your phone still get up.
I know. This is great. This is beautiful. You got the nice pictures back there. You got Eazy-E, you got Tupac. This is nice.
Little West Coast love.
Yes, respect. Okay, so we have a lot to talk about, Tyron. We have a lot to talk about. Could I just ask, how are you doing? It's been it's been 32 days since the fight, since that moment. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Obviously, I got an opportunity to take the fight against Jake, and I was training. I felt good. And like I told you guys, man, I was going to look in better shape than him, like cardio-wise. And I knew that, and I was pressing him. And just thinking back to the fight, the only real regret I got is just dropping my hand at one time, man. Like, literally, like, I was watching a video over and over again. Like, when I watch a fight, especially a clip like that, I kind of separate myself from the clip. So I didn't really see, like, me getting knocked out by a YouTube kid. I saw a fucking phenomenal punch landing at the perfect time. So when I was looking, I was trying to look at body language. I was trying to look at the feint and what made me drop my left hand. It's hard to explain from here, but my right hand I drop and I kind of parry body punches sometimes because my coach don't like it a ton. But when I drop my right hand, if somebody fakes me out with a left jab and really makes it a left hook, I can always come back to this point, right? This hand is very detrimental to do that because my number one punch was an overhand right. So when you do that with your left hand, if somebody act like they're going straight to the body, look down and come overhand, you don't really have enough time to get your hand back up. And even if you do, you give a chance for their hand to sneak around here. So I never dropped my left hand, not in training, not in practice, not on the bag. It's something that my coaches are super, super glued to. So I looked at the video and you can see me from my angle. I'm looking at his face and his body language show overhand. And I do like this to shield over, right? And the second I do that, I'm looking at him. I don't know if he did like that and had a delayed throw, but something made me do this. And I don't know what the fuck it was, but that's really the only thing that's been playing in my mind over and over and over and over and over again. But I want to allow people to take away the fact that, one, I stepped up when nobody really was available. I was in shape. I was prepared. I was ready. I won every round. I think he might have won the second round when I look back at the fight. I won every round, even was winning that round up until that one moment. So I won't let my hand dropping for 1 second and him perfectly timing the punch at the same time make me completely take away everything that happened. You know what I mean? So that's the biggest thing. Just the fucking why, man. Why did I drop my hand at that moment in time? And, if I would have won, then this, then that, then this, and everything that he's getting, the way he's getting is what he's getting. You know what I mean? And a lot of people are saying that, oh, you lost to him again. Oh, you got knocked out. He would literally fuck a lot of y'all up. Like MMA fighters and other people that's just bumping up gums. He's an athletic kid that don't have no job beyond this. He don't have no kids. He don't have no business he's running. He can have the best training, the best coaches, the best nutrition, the most focus. He can separate himself. He don't have the financial burden to not. Most MMA fighters, when we first start, we don't have money. We do what we can do. We get whatever training that can help us out to see a future in us. But he came into boxing knowing how to push a machine of numbers. That's all we were doing is entertainment. This is numbers. You know what I mean? This is pay-per-view. This is getting eyeballs on there. So I had to just really take a moment to recognize what God has for me is for me. What God has for that young man is for him. I can't let one drop hand. This is one of the worst mistakes I've ever made in a fight. But at the same token, had I not dropped that hand, had I continued to fight the way it was going, we'd have been looking at something different. So I got to just, take the bitter with the sweet and just keep moving. That's why I did that challenge. You know what I mean? I'm not going to let the motherfucking internet or nobody else make me crawl up in the shell and, not come outside, not post and not say nothing for 3, 4, 5, 6 months. I can't afford to do that. I got too much shit that was coming out before this fight even happened to even let it pause. So that's why I did the challenge. That's why I'm at, Ariel. I'm in a better place. If I sit here and lie to you and act like I was, it was nothing. No, it was something for sure. Something that fucked with me for a long time. And it still kind of bothers me. But at the end of the day, you know, I'm moving forward. I got a lot of fighting left. I got a lot of fighting this year. I got a lot of TV stuff, music stuff. I got a lot of entertainment stuff this year in general. So I'm trying to get it cracking.
I can't imagine what it's like, you know, like this is a real thing. In the age that we live in with Instagram and TikTok and Twitter and all that, everyone is so quick to post the clip, right? Everyone wants to post the clip. Look at this dude getting posterized. Look at this dude getting, you know, stiff arm, breaking ankles, stuff like that. And with your clip, I mean, it exploded, right? Millions upon millions of views. And you didn't hide. And this was
the one I posted on my page has fucking millions of views.
I can't imagine.
These motherfuckers ain't like no other post on my page that much. And they like the shit out of that one.
How did you, like, what allowed you? Because I would imagine most people would try to hide. Why did you feel in like
I wasn't. I'm not too many people out of my, like, you look at my record in MMA, most of my wins are knockouts, you know what I mean, or finishes of some sort. So, you know, I had like 19 fights, and between 12 to 14 of those were stoppages. And people have retired after I fought them. Look at Jay Heron and Kashek was close to retiring, you know what I mean? And at the end of the day, I'm not that guy, and I'm not going to allow people to do that. So I had to sit back and think about it. I'm like, it's going to be a meme, regardless on what I want, regardless on if I can say, oh, it was just the one hand look right here, everything else. Nobody cares about everything else. Nobody cares about second place. Nobody cares about how the fight was going before then. Nobody cares that. If you really think about it, I feel like I won the first fight, and I was winning everything of that fight. So had one judge said I won the first fight, had I kept my hand up for this fight, we're talking about a whole different thing. Nobody gives a fuck about that. They don't care. They just care about what's viral at that moment. And it was viral, one, because it was him. Two, because, you know, his fans and people that hate him or love him, they're going to keep talking. They're not going to never be silent. So that's what it was. And, you know what I mean? One thing it ain't the end. And it ain't fucking it's not going to define me. And it's definitely not going to stop me.
Were you worried in the moment that this would define you, that this would be your lasting image in the sport? Like,
hell no. No, I never thought that.
Okay, good.
Never thought that. Never thought that, and everything that I had before. All it did was basically, I was gonna fight 3 times this year anyway, maybe 4. But it just basically, when I fought in December, it kind of took away the chance of me fighting in January. I was gonna fight in January most likely. So all it did was replace that. I'm still gonna fight a couple more times this year. Go out there and kick some ass, get back in the winning side, and just show people who I am. And remember, like, it's so easy to quit. And people want you to quit because it makes you their equal. They're willing to quit. It's something they always do. They quit jobs like a motherfucker. They get on a treadmill. They quit, even though they told themselves 30, they quit after 10. They quit on their diet 1 weekend to January. People and humans, it's so much easier to quit. So when you can try to encourage somebody else to quit, it makes us feel equal. We're not equal because I'm built different. I've done this way differently for way longer than most people would expect. I've been an athlete since I was 10 years old. I'll be 40 this year. 30 years straight, no off season, no break ever in my life. For 30 years straight, never took a PED, never really even fucking seen one. Never fucking abused the system, always did hard work, always gave my all. And at the end of the day, people don't understand that that's not optional to me. Until God tells me that it's something different from me, or I'm supposed to do something, or if my body looked as if I couldn't keep up, or these younger kids are too fast for me, that's never been the case. Technique-wise, skill-wise, jiu-jitsu, wrestling, boxing, Muay Thai, you know what I mean, power punching, speed, all those attributes I still maintain. So it's just not getting discouraged and not allowing people, because my mom said I'm off to say anything. But I'm from the show me state. You got to show me. And I think the best thing I can do is show people. You know what I mean? And you know who I am. I don't have to keep advertising myself. You know what I did. But when I go out there and I show people, that action replaces. You know what I mean? It may not replace his 6 lessons in a row, but it'll be a good start to get back in the win column and start chomping away. And that's how you start seeing the dynamic switch. People forget what the fuck even happened before if you go out and smoke 2, 3, 4 people in a row. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Think about like, when was the last time Conor won a fight? When was the last time one of the Diaz brothers won a fight? Look at Anderson Silva before he came. Shout out to Anderson. Mm-hmm. Man, Anderson doing some training is one of the fucking greatest messages I got in my life. I know this is a complete tangent, but it's a complete bucket list. He's an OG, triple OG. I've been watching him and seeing his son train in the backyard. Super impressed with his career, super impressed with his comeback towards the end, especially in boxing. So I spoke to him a week or so ago, and we're going to start training. And that's that's like a life goal to me, to train with fucking the greatest of all time. So, yeah, I just don't allow people, to tell me. Like, you know what I mean? Anderson's hard. Glover Teixeira's hard. And these dudes, sometimes in MMA, you get better with age, unfortunately. It's just the way it works.
So the fights in 2022, you said, maybe 3 or so, whatever. Are these MMA fights? No, I know you're still fighting.
I am doing MMA. I want to do boxing one more time before I do MMA, because I feel like boxing, you got to kind of do it a couple of times. Like, it's like me doing music. I never got to start fucking with a mixtape. I never did. My first song was with Wiz Khalifa, a dude that got fucking the first one to get 1 billion views on YouTube and went diamond as an artist 10 times. We'll see you again with Fast and Furious. I didn't get a jump start. Boxing, I was on the main stage. ASAP, Showtime, main event, sold out crowd, millions of people viewing from the jump. So I understand that what I did in MMA is not going to allow me to have those build-up fights and those build-up moments. I'm going to be right out there, and I'm okay with that. And I feel like regardless on whether I thought I won the first fight or a mistake in the second fight, I rose to the occasion. I was Gucci with the PR. I was Gucci with the press conference. I was Gucci with the face-to-face. That shit was funny too. I handled everything the right way, and I still went out there and I executed. It didn't go the way that I wanted to go. But nobody can never say Tyron didn't show up. Tyron wasn't in shape. Tyron looked like he didn't take it serious. No, I was in there.
By the way, why is the moon?
It felt good to be in there.
Why is the moon out there? Why is the moon outside? I'm just joking. That was a reference from the face-to-face when you were like, why is the moon out right now? Remember that?
Hey, that's what's out, though. You know what? That face-to-face was weird because the first one was, me fucking piss and vinegar, and then I ain't know how to take him, man. But I always expect a little bit of, a little mental warfare with him. He's trying to be super nice and shit. And then he all in my face, I'm going to lock you up. Like, I knew he was going to do some dumb shit.
You have the watch still?
Yeah, you know what? I took the watch to this jewelry store in Atlanta called Icebox, like this famous jewelry store where all these celebrity people go to. So I took it in there, not to see if it was real. I wanted to see if they put because these dudes, man, you can never look past them. I wanted to see if they put a little microphone in there, like a little tracker or some shit, because I didn't know. So I took it in there. It was good. They wanted to see if it was real because it was something came out that fight week that he had on like a Richard Mille or some watch that was fake or whatever. My thing is why do people care? Ocho Cinco said this a long time ago. He said, all my shit is fake. He said, my earrings come from Claire, my diamonds are fake, but I'm rich. Why are you walking around with all this jewelry on, you know what I mean? Faking like, you know what I mean, you got something, but if you rich, you're rich. So I don't believe in wearing fake jewelry. I just feel like if I got to do all that, I ain't going to do it. But I got so much random shit that I was buying when I was a champion, like dumb diamond necklaces and all kind of fucking watches and shit. I just got too many kids, to be honest, and they became my flex. Right. Like my son getting a 4.0 student and getting awarded, you know what I mean, some great awards and, being a Division I prospect. That's my flex. That's my bust down necklace. My daughter's an artist. My son's a elite soccer player at 10 years old. Now he's playing basketball and everybody's doing well in academics and shit like that. So I just feel like I ain't got time to be blowing all this money on shit, but he's young. You know what I mean? He's what, 25 years old now. Let him fucking do his thing. Like if I had fucking money when I was 25, I went crazy with it. You know what I mean? I think that's why God didn't let me do it. A kid from Ferguson growing up broke, you know what I mean? You get money, shit. I'm getting everything I didn't get when I was a kid. And I still kind of a little bit did that when I was in the UFC. I was making millions of dollars and shit. I was cashing out.
Wait, so for the record, what is it real? Is the watch real?
The watch was real. Yeah.
Oh, it was real? Okay.
No, it was real.
Crazy.
No, it was real.
So the next fight you say is boxing?
Next fight is boxing as of now.
Is it Dan Hardy? Is Dan Hardy the guy?
This dude be with this dude got the questions on him.
What? Come on.
Dan Hardy is a fucking... I don't even want to give Dan Hardy no clout. I want to say some bullshit about him, but I really don't give him a clout. He literally, who gives a fuck about a dyed up mohawk right now? Stop, dude. You fucking 90. Get the dyed mohawk out of here. You're not the outlaw no more. You you ain't swung at a face in 10 years. So stop with the outlaw shit. I don't know who it is. They were talking to me about him, and it was some good money out there. There's been a lot of good money out there for a lot of different fights. So I'm going to look at it. But I was thinking about the boxing thing with Dan. I think it would be letting him off the hook. I kind of want to. If I fought him, it may be a little elbow, a little knee, little bitch slap. I need some hands open so I can do some of that.
Yeah.
Man, so I don't know. Potentially, we'll see.
I saw you in
I'm not going to give him my moment. I'm not going to give him my MMA hour.
Okay, my bad. Because I know there was some talk of that in maybe like March or so in the UK.
There was some talk from him because a lot of these dudes, and he's not the only one, a lot of these dudes are piggybacking off of me. What I did in MMA put me in a position where I can do certain things in film, music, and other fights in other organizations, right? I'm the only real free agent out here, to be honest. Who else can do whatever the fuck they want to do, when they want to do it, fight whoever they want to fight, no contract, nobody holding me down, and I'm making a lot of money. So people are going to hate me. They're going to hate on me. They're going to see my opportunities, but they haven't gotten the wisdom yet. My goals and what God has for me and the windows He opened, or you'll never be able to access it, and you can never close my window. So when people look at you and compare themselves, you're not supposed to compare yourself one to another. Don't look at what I got. Look at what you were supposed to get. Look at your vision. And I think when guys take their eyes off of their vision and what the fuck they supposed to do and start looking at another man, one, the suspect, two, it's kind of like you're taking your mind off of your goal. Don't look at what I did. You don't want the payday I got. You know what I mean? You don't know what the fuck. Like, ain't none of y'all been no 5-time world champions. None of them. So what are y'all talking about? Dan Hardy was trying to teach me how to be a champion forever. He never held a belt. I mean, other people was mad because they were in my division and they never held a belt. I did it when it was not cute. I did it when it was only number one contenders. I did it, you know what I mean, when it was the toughest division in the world. And I was calling to fight the best in his prime, and I never got that opportunity. So now that God works in mysterious ways, now this is my time, this is my moment. And a lot of people got a lot to say. And I just keep working.
How do you feel about this triad combat stuff? I saw you in the ring there a few months ago. You going to do that?
Man, that was some free advertisement, wasn't it?
I know. I was like, damn.
So I'm like, damn.
Everyone's taking... Well, you didn't see all the... You didn't see the thousands of people taking pictures of you there when you were in there?
Yeah, I did, right. But I was in there trying to fill it out and feel like if I would like it and how does it feel. Was like, it's very small. I like the way it felt, but to be honest, I got a lot of opportunities, a lot of different organizations, and this fight really didn't stop it. You know what I mean? You would think that it would, but when you think about, like, I hate to keep bringing up the same people, but some of our legendary fighters in MMA, they get to a point where they bring enough to the table where we'd be forgetting that these motherfuckers have not won in a long time. Mm-hmm. Like, think about it. Like, I'm not going to name people out because I respect a lot of these guys and these guys are OGs, but just really think about it. Motherfuckers have not took the W in a while, but they're still making millions of dollars and people still watching them. So, yeah, so Triad, definitely, I'm considering everything for sure. I just want to have a fun year, man. Like, to be honest, fighting Jake was fun to me. Like, training for Jake was fun to me. The press conference shit was fun to me. It was the best experience I've ever had in any fight. Really? I swear to you. It was the move, the Showtime shit, the promotion shit, the back and forth stuff. Feeling like I was getting paid what I was, worth was fucking amazing. And then, endorsement-wise, I went crazy. And I just put myself and my family in a different position. And though I didn't come out on top, I still learned so much and I still got so much to learn. And my coach is just really happy the fact that I wanted to get right back to training. Yesterday I was running in the cold and shit, ankle sore now. But just a mentality of not giving up. I think that's what made me me. My road has never been squeaky clean. It's never been an easy route, but I never quit, man. My kids ain't never seen that out of me. Never seen me say, oh, okay, I got to give up because stuff ain't going my way. Like, things have went my way so much in my career and life and in wrestling and school and in college and in MMA. Like, you can't just walk away from, what you feel God set out for you because you have a couple lessons. So I'm in it. I'm way in it. I'm getting better still. And I'm just out here training, man. Training, getting better. Getting ready for a TV show too.
What
I got
TV
a
show?
TV show coming up this year. Yeah,
What do you
my
got?
TV show.
Or you can't
I
tell
can't
us?
tell you the name of it, but yeah, it'll be the first for me, and this is what's going to actually take me off.
Okay. Well, can I ask you about people saying? I mean, this drives me nuts. I don't know if it drives you nuts when they're like, "Oh, that was rigged. Oh, he took a dive," and they're like, "Look at the arm. He moved his arm."
I took a motherfucking dive, but it wasn't on purpose. That motherfucker hit me with some shit. I just feel like this. Like, be real, man. The people are resonate with real. Remember the time when Sean Shirk was being accused of steroids and he got popped with the drug test, and he was saying somebody put it in the supplement, and we never forgave him. When Chael Sonnen popped positive test, he said, "That's it." Yeah. That must have been a bad day. Like he went into it, right? He went into it, and we never brought it up again. You know what I mean? People fuck with realness, and they fuck with being authentic. I'm not whatever. Like, I was watching the Ali movie with my son, and I was watching it, and it was not to compare myself to Ali, but I really did the thing the way I wanted to do it. And people didn't appreciate it. They never appreciated him at that time. But I was a champion. I remember him saying this: "I'm not going to be the champion the way you wanted me. I'm not going to be the champion that Usman wanted me to be. I'm not going to be the champion that Hardy wanted me to be, Dana White wanted me to be. I was who I wanted to fuck to be. And I did it. And I beat guys when they thought I was going to lose. And I was on top no matter what people threw at me. And, it's a tough sport, man. It's only so long you can ride at that top, that top spot in the top seat for so long. But I did it my way. And I told my son, I said, they hated Muhammad Ali when he was fighting. They didn't love him like he had on the Roots of Fight shirt. I said, they didn't love him like the shirt you wearing right now. That's after the fact. That's after he stood up for what he believed in. That's after he sat out in the prime of his career because of his thoughts. That's after, he was talking and people didn't like African-American fighter talking shit. But he said it and he did it, and he created a lot for us. And I told him, I said, I'm forever itching history. I said, this dude you just watched him fight was Joe Frazier. I'm like, oh shit, that's James Toney. I was just training with James Toney. I said, Dylan, when you go to Madison Square Garden, you're going to see a picture of your dad up there. And I walked through there and I saw pictures of that. And it's the biggest gate, right? Still to this day, that they have ever had. Red Hot Chili Peppers, Jay-Z, Muhammad Ali. UFC 205 was the biggest deal. And me and Wonder Boy had the best fight of the biggest card ever. You can never take that moment from me. And they walked me through the MSG. They knew how much Muhammad Ali meant to me. And I walked and I looked to the left, and it was a poster when he fought Joe Frazier there. And I stopped there and I looked at it and I said, I die in this motherfucker before he beat me. I'm never losing it here. Muhammad Ali fought Frazier in this motherfucker? No, it's going down. And that's why the fight was the way it was. We just really both didn't want to lose. He didn't want to lose. He could have easily gave up in that first round. A lot of people would have got stopped. You know what I mean? He was bleeding, ground and pound like fucking ground beef. And he literally kept fighting. I kept fighting. And that's who I am. And I'm not gonna let the lesson stop me from realizing that. And that's just what my family's been saying. That's what my coach has been saying. And that's kind of what I feel like he's been getting across to me over the last couple of weeks.
And, I think you're one of the best analysts in this game in terms of MMA analysis.
I appreciate that.
And I've said it to you, and it was great. The one time we got to work together, I think it was in Edmonton. It was awesome. Are you going to keep doing that stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I got something coming up. I don't even know if I can talk about it. I've been off the internet. I just post shit and just walk away.
Smart.
So I haven't really looked, but I think someone has been posting about some new gigs I'm working on here recently. So I got something coming up. It'll be a cool all-star cast of kind of commentator, judge kind of style deal. And it'll give me a chance to just kind of hang loose. Sometimes you got to be filtered. You remember being at Fox. Fox is a certain filter. And then ESPN was a certain filter. And then TMZ was really no filter. And then my podcast, I can say whatever the fuck I want. I think this is going to be an opportunity for me to kind of blend all of them together. Minus the swearing.
Are you? Can I ask if you're referring to the PFL thing?
Is that what they said?
Peter Murray, who's the CEO of the company, said that you're going to be a part of it. I think it's you.
Oh, well, what's up, Peter?
Yeah, come on, man. This guy breaking the news. The Challenger thing, right?
No, I didn't see that for real. So Peter Murray said something?
Yeah, he said it.
Well, if he said something, shit, we up then, yeah.
Okay, so you're doing that. So does that mean no more UFC stuff?
No, that don't mean that. I keep doors open. I talked to Candido. I talked to him about it. I asked him what he think I should do. As far as like, you know what I mean? I have a contract with the UFC and making sure that it was okay that I do both, because I feel like I'm in a position right now where I ain't trying to be held down. You know what I mean? I just want to be able to call whatever the fuck I want to call. I really want my own show where we're not just talking about sports and we actually educate these motherfuckers on what you're watching and breaking it down in bite sizes where they can understand it. That's why people resonate with me as an analyst, because I may say some bullshit that's funny, but it's a word picture, so you'll never forget it. So that way you can, when you look about MMA, it's like teaching kids, you know what I mean? Pour the can of soda off, talk on the phone, you know what I mean? When you do that type of stuff, it resonates. And you got to kind of do it with adults that never watch MMA. It's too quick. It's too many fights per month. It's too many people you need to know. It's too many moves. You got to break it down bite size. Why is it important that this person wins this fight? What is at stake here? What camp do they train at? How did they do against people previously before them? Those are the important things you got to check off for a viewer. Now that person can actually watch this fight. That's all we there. We guiding them. We're trying to keep them as fans, guide them, and make them more invested. Oh, this kid grew up in a rough beginning. You know what I mean? He came from nothing. He did this. Or this person right here, his father was a martial artist, and he's been trained this way since he was a pupil. Or he trains at AKA. They fucking each other up in the gym. So if you actually make it to the fight, you're going to 80 to 90% win, because every day in the gym is a fight. Or, you know what I mean? Alpha male is the same thing. They spar like crazy. Same thing with Winklejohn. You know those three camps that these guys are going to be tough and they're going to be in shape. One guy may be, if he's from Winklejohn, he may have a better strategy. This person may have better wrestling. So I know those things from just knowing people and training so many camps. I got to share that knowledge with the fans. Now they understand why Khabib and Nurmagomedov was so dominant. Well, look at the way they train. You know what I mean? I've been there. I know the way they train. You know what I mean? And fans don't get that enough. Sometimes analysts mistake themselves for being the host. The host is the one with the stats. And so many significant strikes in the clinch. And when he's right leg lead, let them do that. Let them alley-hoop us. And we got to slam it in with personal stories. I know because I followed them. I've been in their camp. If he doesn't do this, then this. Now, I think everybody on the desk thinking I was the only motherfucker knowing. And that's what separated me from everybody else. And I do feel like I'm going to be the best. I thought I was the best in the UFC. I know, no toot my own horn, but I thought outside of Brian Stan was amazing. I was the biggest fan of him. He was the best analyst the UFC has ever had on the desk as an analyst. I feel like when he left, I talked to him, I communicated with him, I kind of got some notes from him, and I feel like at that point I was the best.
Man, Brian Stan, what a legend. We don't talk about him enough.
Dominic Cruz is good too, but I like him better as either color or the play-by-play as a commentator, because he does that too. He breaks it down smart. Like, he's smart, but he don't be too smart where you can't pick it up.
Can I ask, who do you want to see Jake Paul fight next? If it was up to you.
To be honest, you know what I mean? It's not up to me who I want to see him fight, but
if it was up to you.
If it was up to me, I don't know. Shit. I don't know. I be thinking about myself these days. I don't be trying to alley hoop.
Okay.
Unless it was my dog.
Well, I see him I see him, showing you love on your Instagram and.
Yeah, I've been talking to him. We talk.
Oh, you guys
talk every day.
Yeah, you guys like.
Well, we're gonna do some business. We was already business partners.
Yeah.
He didn't pay me to fake let him fucking knock me out. Never took that amount of money. No amount of money to say, hey, let me knock you the fuck out, bro.
Yeah.
No, I'm not doing that. So, I mean, we didn't plan who won and lost, but when we promote a fight and press conference and come up and build a big show, and it was a huge show. It was the biggest talk of 2021. You know what I mean? Why was he the boxer of the year? Because of what I did in the sport. Otherwise, it wouldn't have been that big of a deal that he beat some chump. If he would have beat some lump on a fucking log twice, nobody would have gave a fuck. But they give the credit to another person of being the biggest knockout, the biggest whatever, because of who he did it against. But they do that without giving the person credit for what they did, who I was in combat sports. So we're going to do some business. We've been talking, it's a couple of things that we were talking about. It didn't kind of really work out for me. And time-wise, I'm doing like recruiting with my son. Like he's getting ready to play D1 football. And I've been traveling. So those recruiting trips are a little bit more important in some of the things that we were talking about doing. But I think we're going to hit a home run down the road. He want to do some TV show. I think it'll be funny.
Oh, wow.
Fuck,
can I ask who wins, him or Tommy Fury, in your opinion?
I always thought Jake was going to win that fight.
Okay. What about him or Anderson Silva?
That's tough. That's a tough one. I mean, I always thought Anderson was super crafty. He had a great way of using economy of motion. Never really exerted more than he needed to, but when he did, he exploded. He knocked out Forrest with a fucking jab. Like, let's be real.
Yeah.
I mean, he was very, very efficient. So I think Jake is not so much about efficiency. He's about blocking and brawling. He has some clean techniques. Anybody that can get hit with that punch can get knocked out. I don't know. That's a coin toss.
How far do you think he goes with this?
I mean, what does he got to lose? He's always in a win-win situation.
Yeah.
He does a great job of keep saying I'm this Disney kid, and this is why I was at 5 years ago, because if he would have lost to me, you think I would have got Fighter of the Year? No, they would have been thanking me like, oh, finally. People want to see him silenced, but sometimes that drives people. You know what I mean? When people want to tell them they can't do something so many times, it kind of fucking light a flame under them, and they want to constantly prove people wrong. He don't have nothing to lose. What does he have to lose? Nothing. So, I mean, that's dangerous. You know what I mean? I always feared the fighters that didn't have nothing to lose. Everybody want to fight you. Of course they want to fight me. People have been wanting to fight me forever. Like, take a fucking number. Like, think about it. I was the one that wanted to fight Carlos and everybody else, so I get it. But he's a person that everybody expects him to lose. And even after these 2 fights with me, he still got a lot of naysayers.
Yeah.
They think that, oh, okay, it wasn't a boxer. Let it be a real boxer. And if he beat up Tommy Fury, oh, he was a boxer, but he wasn't a good boxer. Fight one of these world champion boxers or Canelo or somebody that punches harder. You know what I mean? If you fight Canelo or Mike Tyson, like, if you lose to Canelo or Mike Tyson, what, we going to stop watching Jake Paul now? No. We're going to keep watching him because he had the balls to go and do it. You know what I mean?
Can I ask you before I let you go, what's up with this dude, Hector Lombard, man? Why is this guy sweating you so much? What's happening? This guy every time?
Chasing clout?
Man, what's the beef there? Why is he, like,
There's no beef.
There's no beef, nothing? It seems very personal.
It's personal because envy is personal. Jealousy and envy has been malicious since Cain and Abel killed his own brother over envy and jealousy. He has a malicious jealousy to me. He's always had it. He's always a little bit ranked a little bit lower than me in the UFC. He was always a little bit lower on the totem pole at ATT. He always wanted the manager that I had. He always wanted the sponsors that I had. He always wanted the fame that I had. And like I said before, when people start looking at someone else's path and journey and started to envy over that, I never envied over anything he did. I always congratulated him. And he's trying to fabricate some beef from 2000 and, what was it, 15, 14? We're in 2022, like, get out of here. He just wants what I have. But sometimes people need to watch what they ask for.
Oh, that's a tease right
when
there.
they build like a fucking reptile.
Damn. So does that mean that could be one of the guys?
I want him to starve. I don't want him to ever be able to make $1 million off of me.
Okay.
There's other people that I really respect. I had somebody hit me up. I won't share their name because I might do it. I had a fighter that's a well-known fighter that he put a poll like, who y'all want to see me fight? And then he put my name in there. Then I DM'd him. And I was like, yeah, people always want to see me fight somebody. They need to take a number. And he's like, no, I just wanted because I think it'll be a massive fight, da-da-da. I'm like, oh, you wanted this fight. I'm
Boxer
like,
or MMA?
MMA.
Ooh, interesting. I didn't see
but the fact that he's a legend and the fact that he came at it the right way, I might be interested.
MMA legend who can fight you? Now you got me, bro. You don't want to tell us, huh? I mean, it's out there.
I already fought him, too.
You already fought him. He's not
in the UFC right now, but he's a knockout artist.
Oh, I know. Oh, this would be a story. This would be a
Don't say it, though.
This would be a story.
I think you got it, though. But yeah, stuff like that.
That would be a story right there.
Way more dangerous fight. It's a way more dangerous fight, way more craftier, way more relevant in that particular lane. I'm like, somebody like that, somebody like a Diaz, somebody like, you know what I mean? Somebody I really, really, really fucking like admire, a fan of, and respect. I would love to make money because I feel like we didn't make money the right way when we was in our respective lanes. So now I really want to make money with people I respect. You know what I mean?
Respect. Okay, so in conclusion, very busy 2022. We ain't going out like that, as they once said. We ain't going out like that. You got movies, you got TV shows, you've got at least 2 to 3 fights, MMA and boxing. When do you think we see you fight again?
I was supposed to fight in March, so
okay. That's still a possibility?
March is a possibility because I'm already training, but I don't know yet. I want to make sure. I just got my passport
what?
the other day. So I just got my passport the other day.
You're just teasing us left and right.
I don't need to be vaccinated and all that other stuff if I slide out.
Okay. All right. Why you need your passport?
Listen, I mean, hey, I just got my passport. You about to see me traveling.
Okay.
I need a break, Ariel. I'm about to go on a trip.
Good.
You know what I mean? There's some asses that need to be beat, pause across the water too. You know what I mean? We can't just leave it on the U.S. soil. There's some other people that's bumping gums around the world. So,
respect, man. The comedic
everybody
timing.
think I'm sweet right now, and I like it. They think it's sweet, and I like it. And so that's just gonna get some people's ass whooped.
All right. Okay. So we'll leave it at that for now. Keep us posted on everything. Anything else you want to get off your chest before we go, or do you think we've?
Oh man, I appreciate the fans. I appreciate the haters. I really just want people. I do, because they make me understand it. Like, think about this. I always think that the blessing is way bigger than the distraction, right? So if the distraction is large, that means my blessing is tenfold, right? So now I'm really thinking about it. If I'm focusing on this, and if the distractions are so many different directions that they're coming in from, that means that if I focus on that, I'm taking my focus and my eyes off of something that's way greater. So if I got a lot of haters, I got a lot of people that could have did it differently. Meanwhile, they go 9 to 5, and then on the weekends they live through us and they tell us what to do. Why would I allow that? Why would I allow that to bother me?
It's like the great scholar Paris Hilton once said, "Haters make me famous." You know what I mean? So the more haters, the more famous.
I'm real famous right now.
You're handling it well, man. And I mean, I know there are some who just go away for 6 months. There's no real way, but like I remember going back to my hotel room that Saturday, literally 20 minutes after being in the ring with you guys, and you were on IG Live. I was like, shit,
Yeah, I just need people to know I'm not that dude.
Yeah.
I'm not that dude. I'm not going to quit because it's easy for you. That's maybe a t-shirt.
Well done. All right. That's another thing, another revenue stream. Thank you so much, Tyron. Respect to you. Can't wait to see what you do this year. And as always, thank you for coming on the show. And this internet connection was fantastic. We do all the interviews from here. This was fantastic, man.
I'm just saying, new phone for the show.
Look at you.
I got my internet boosted.
Oh my God.
Changed my plan. Man. All for the show.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thanks, man.
All right, man. Be blessed.
All right. You too. Take care. There he is, the chosen one, Tyron Woodley. That was impeccable.